Welcome to WVTV, New Zealand's fourth most passionate wine programme, and still no one has found the wine, and so I'm pretty pumped about that because it just keeps the competition, or the competition, whatever you want to call it, going a bit further and longer. And I've got a feeling that someone will probably put their spade into the box that is buried in sometime this weekend, probably. But tonight we're going to do a couple of Hawke's Bay like Cab, Sav, Merlot, Bordeaux blends, or whatever you want to call them. And the first one is the Hatton Estate Cabernet Merlot Cabernet Franc, and this is their reserve one. And the David, the winemaker, definitely gives kind of from 05 onwards, and Hatton Estate a French / European kind of feel to their wine. And right off the bat you kind of get the there's a bit of intense bramble kind of character going on there, a bit of kind of coca on the nose as well as the kind of black fruit, blackberries mainly. Jeez, I'm getting worse at it. You get very ripe fruit, but in a very well structured way. You get all the fruit at the front, then you get this nice, almost silky kind of tannin, but fairly dry in texture in your mouth. And I've got to say, it's bloody funky wine. It's very seductive, like the girl at the end of the night, kind of when you're single. Yeah, I'm gonna score that pretty highly actually. I'm gonna give that like 90 points. The next one is from the big boys Craggy Range, and this is Te Kahu, and it's an 06, and it's Merlot 58%, Cabernet Sauvignon 22%, Cabernet Franc 15%, and a little splash of Malbec. Now what Malbec does to me, and I'm not sure if it does anything to anybody else, I get a real kind of like little tug right at the back, no matter how much Malbec's in there, for some strange reason. And you get very bright, I don't know whether you can see that, but it's extremely bright fruited wine there. It's almost kind of ruby. It's a bit more closed on the nose than the Hatton Estate. There's a slight hint of it's nothing like this wine here, even though they've got the same, well, pretty much the same grape varietals in. I'm struggling to get anything off the nose. Now she tastes pretty young. She's kind of like that 18 to 20 year old that dresses up a bit more, kind of like she's acting like a 30 year old. It's really kind of multi-dimensional. You get kind of like that fruit kind of character going all the way through. You get that the same old ones, but then you get a kind of bit of just a hint of oak at the back. It's beautifully balanced. I think that given this wine in another couple of years, I think you're going to get some really nice kind of like characters developing, and you get a bit of kind of maybe cigar box or whatever. And but right now it's mainly about the fruit. There's very little savouriness in there at all, and it's an 05, so kind of like 4 years on you'd expect it, or well, you would have expected, I guess, previous to kind of having really good, solid seasons down in the Gimblett gravels. You would have expected it to have developed a bit more than what it has. She's still a young pup, and I can see her going quite a long way. Almost got a bit of nettle in there, but it's predominantly that kind of black fruit, bit of blueberry in there as well. But very well balanced. And texturally she's great. But I'm quite excited about the weekend. Hopefully the Detroit Red Wings will take Game 7 of the Stanley Cup that's on right now, and then you've got the All Blacks versus France tomorrow, so hopefully there'll be another drubbing there, kind of, and the French will get kind of wasted on the park, and which we've all seen before. As soon as kind of like the All Blacks are outside of the Rugby World Cup, they annihilate their opposition. You put them into the Rugby World Cup and it's a different story. But anyway, good luck on finding the wine. And it's been really cool kind of catching up with all the other people that, like Aaron from Fiasco's been up, and hopefully do another episode with him tomorrow morning. Then I've seen Cy Sutcliffe, Dan Wilkinson, Courtney Lambert, who I met, she's a funky chick, and so all these people I've been meeting, and Andy Gordon, and we all sat around, and all with my best to David McGregor, who I know is kind of like in hospital right now, but hopefully you'll get well soon, David.